Everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And I came in today to talk about Donald Trump. Now, it's been a little bit since I talked to y'all, and a whole bunch of stuff has been happening. And so much is happening, I'm like, what the hell is really going on? So I want to take it back a step. Right after Donald Trump had got elected, one of the young people in my family sent me this thing, and it said, "Don't forget to set your clocks back 300 years tonight." Basically, they felt like his election, with all the racist stuff that was going on during his campaign, they truly believed that, as Black people, we were going to be in trouble. And I got to thinking about that, and I said, you know what? They might have a point. Y'all got to think, President Trump, and I did call him president. I remember I said I wasn't going to do that, but hey, it is what it is. It hurts to say it, but he is our president. He is number 45, but this fool is 70 years old. So he grew up in a time when things were a little different. Also, too, there are rumors that his father was part of the KKK. But his whole thing, the whole feel of him, just feels like he's an undercover racist. And I can't get past that. So when they sent me this, I was like, yeah, you got a point there. Now, in this man's cabinet or administration, he has all these people surrounding him that are, for lack of a better word, weirdos. You know that Kellyanne Conway who came on television, her lying ass looking like an old witch, just on television aggravating you. He also has this fool, Ben Carson. This man said that slaves were like immigrants coming to this country, searching for a better tomorrow. They had dreams and aspirations. Lord, when he said this, people went crazy. And in this video, y'all, I'm going to be all over the place, so just bear with me, but a lot has happened. You also got this lady, Betsy DeVos. She's the one that is going to be the head of education. This trick, she doesn't know jack about jack. She went to schools, they barred her way. They didn't want her in their building. Some of her ideas about public schools, y'all, I'm so glad I don't have kids in school now, because this woman is off the rails, weird, and another person who was determined to take down, you know, our school system. You got spies, alleged spies just meeting with Donald Trump's people and, sitting down for talks. And you start to wonder, why are they talking to these people? I've asked in several videos, what is Donald Trump's plan? What the hell is going on? Why all these connections to Russia? Why are all his people meeting with these Russian spies, Russian agents, people that are in the Russian government? Why, y'all? What does Russia have over Donald Trump that there's so many ties to them? Then you have all this paranoia in the White House. I just look at it like this man has only been in office like 45 days. And it's like shit is going off the rails, y'all. He has people that he is affiliated with that, you know, on the one hand they're saying, no, we don't talk to Russia. And then, reporters and, CIA and FBI will do a little digging. And then next thing you know, they have all this information that that person did talk to Russia. And it makes you say, what the hell is going on? You got liars in the White House who are creating their own reality, and it's going to get us in trouble. A lot of stuff that's happening now, I'm sitting back and I'm just looking at it like, you know, what does this mean for our kids? What does it mean for our grandchildren? And what will the next 4 years look like? You know, you got people that are in bed with other countries, the meaning that, you know, they have some nefarious stuff going on with other countries. This General Flynn was all kind of bad news. You know, he was accepting money from other governments and just lying, and you know, just lying his way into the White House. I don't even know why they chose him. And then they said that he lied to the vice president about speaking to Russia. Y'all, you know that vice president knew that that man had spoken to Russia because he spoke to Russia probably. All of these people are some kind of way tied to Russia. And from what I'm understanding, Russia's whole goal is to take down the foundations of America. You know, just recently, Trump accused Obama of tapping Trump Tower. You know what it is? He's got all these right-wing people, these extremists around him in his ear. And then Donald Trump believes all these conspiracy theories. You know, he's reading right-wing magazines and watching right-wing news shows and listening to right-wing radio shows. And then he's taking that stuff and then he's tweeting out crazy, insane things. And people are sitting back like, has this man lost his fucking mind? Has he flipped his fucking lid? I believe President Trump, y'all, got some serious mental issues, because the people that are around him are weirdos and old nerds who never really had a life, and they have like a grudge against everybody. You know, half these people that are surrounding him, it's like they're angry at the world. And like I told y'all, it seems like to me he has brainwashed these people. Where did they all come from, and what is the big plan? And how did he get them all on board for this takedown of America? And then why is he doing this? You know, a lot of people say that what it is he owes money to all these different countries. What they explain is that Donald Trump had borrowed money here in America, and he pretty much had tapped out. No one in America would loan him money. So what he did is he had to turn to foreign governments, foreign rich people, and he borrowed so much money that now he's indebted to them. And he owes them favors. And I believe that that's what's going on with him and Putin. He has some kind of way borrowed some money, or he owes Putin a favor or something. Because to have all these people brainwashed and dealing with Russia in one way or another, it's just crazy. The other day I watched these Diamond and Silk, a video that they did. And if those two bitches aren't the epitome of brainwash bed wench coons, and yes, for those people who said that black people's only word is coon, the only word we can come up with, yes, those two bitches are coons. Oh my God, he is paying them or something. I just don't know. And then you have this Secretary of State. He lied to the people when he was being grilled, like before the Congress or whatever, and said he didn't have anything to do with Russia. And come to find out, he spoke to Russia. You know, I just don't get all of these Russian contacts. And I think, y'all, when this was all said and done, United States is going to be in a world of trouble fucking with Donald Trump and Putin. I think that that's why he won't show his taxes, because I believe if he shows his taxes, it's going to show all these folks or all these different business interests that he has that would be, contrary to what an American president should have. He won't divest, and get out of his businesses because he knows he's so indebted to everybody. Then, he has his press secretary, this Sean Spicer, come on television every day and try to field off all these questions that reporters have, because the stuff that's going on in the White House now is simply crazy. Just every day that you turn around, it is something. And his travel ban. He took Iraq off, but he's still banning countries that, for all intents and purposes, none of the terrorists came from these countries. Your question then is, why don't you ban people from the countries that actually hurt us if you're going to be doing banning? So to me, he must have some type of financial ties to those countries, like Saudi Arabia. It's just so much going on, y'all. And then the healthcare thing. You had all these simple motherfuckers that ran out and voted for Donald Trump, even though he said that he was going to repeal and replace Obamacare. And now they're in the process of tearing down everything that President Obama tried to do to get, universal health care. And these people are standing in town halls crying and screaming and hollering about they're going to die and all that. We tried to tell you when that son of a bitch was running that he wasn't playing. But now that he's in office and you see that the shit that he said he was going to do, he's doing, and now that it's affecting you, you have a problem. They are right, because once all of this is passed, once they totally tear down everything that the Obama administration tried to do with healthcare, people are going to be in trouble. And what I heard is the way that his new health care plan is set up, it benefits the rich. The middle class and the poor, they are going to suffer. People my age, 50 and over, we're going to be in a world of trouble, because the way that it's set up, it's going to hurt us. They believe that the rich shouldn't help, the poorer people. They just believed in keeping wealth within that 3-4% of people that are wealthy. And this is worse than trickle down economics, because they don't believe in pulling up your fellow man, is the bottom line. They believe that poor people should, as one of these senators said, stop buying iPhones and televisions and refrigerators and shit and pay for your health care. Before Obama passed this ACA, a lot of people were going broke trying to pay medical bills. And for them to just come in and wipe away health care for millions of people, oh, Lord, y'all. I don't know what's going to happen. They agreed to keep on children that are, 26 up to 26. They're going to allow them to stay on the parents' benefits. They're going to keep pre-existing conditions, because people in those town halls were really, really upset about them getting rid of that. But what's going to happen is what we now have with Obamacare, it's going to go away, y'all. It's going to go away. And what's going to replace it is going to leave so many people out in the cold. And I can't believe that Congress is going to let him get away with it. They don't have any control now. The Republicans control everything. So it's going to be what it's going to be. I think back to when he went down to Mexico. And, it was everything about that wall. And those Mexicans were telling him, they weren't building the wall. This man, it's like he's a big old baby. and he asked for something that is totally outrageous, and he expects it to just fall into place, that it's going to happen. He doesn't realize that in America that there are checks and balances. And what he's doing is he's causing chaos with everything that he touches. Think about it. From the moment he came in office, January, what was it, 21st, we have been in complete turmoil. People have been marching in the streets, on television, screaming and yelling and crying in townhouses. I mean, in townhouses, y'all, in those town hall meetings. And it was like the Mexicans said. A lot of people are waking up and they're realizing that this shit is crazy, and they're saying, fuck Donald Trump. We're going to resist, and we're going to try to stop some of these things that he's doing. He's also with this hatred and racist things that his administration are doing and saying, he's causing unrest. I know I talked about these folks going out, destroying these Jewish cemeteries and, threatening their synagogues, threatening to bomb them. And it has been more than one Jewish cemeteries, y'all, that they have destroyed. People's final resting place. I don't know, y'all. And then you got this Kim Jong-un, or whoever he is, however you say his name. He is testing missiles and rockets and shit. you know his stuff doesn't have the ability right now to penetrate too deeply into the United States if he so chooses to send one our way. But if he keeps on testing them, these Chinese are pretty smart. They're going to get one here. What does that mean? Why are they testing? You know, you got Donald Trump just tearing down everything here in America. And it makes you say, who is he really? What is all this, secret and cloak and dagger and, barring the press from the White House and choosing who can come into press meetings. And, when they went to that CPAC, why did those people have Russian flags? Like I said in the video that I did about CPAC, who gave them those flags? You know? And to keep it honest, y'all, and to keep it real, I think CPAC was a big old hate fest, a big old Klan meeting. If you found some black people in there or some people of color attending that, those people were crazy, because it's like these people are fanatics. You're out at a national event with fucking Russian flags. And it appeared on television, so they had to hurry up and go around and collect those Russian flags from those people. You know, um, Russia is all over this administration. Every other day it's Russia this, Putin that, Russia this, Putin that. What the hell is going on? Like I told y'all yesterday, y'all, I just turned 52 years old. I have seen a lot of presidents. I'm getting to the age where I'm considered older. I don't feel that way, but I am. So I've seen a lot of things. And to be honest, y'all, even though I never really paid attention to politics when I was younger, not really. Only when my mother or parents made us come in and watch something. But things are a little bit different now, y'all. And it's got a weird feel. When he addressed Congress and he had that soldier's wife stand up and get the standing ovation, and then he's going to tell her insensitively, ooh, you broke a record here. Like her dead husband broke a record. That shit was crazy. And these Congress people and senators and all this, they need to wake up. You know, they have this one senator, I think she's a senator, Maxine Waters. She's not playing. She calls Trump like she sees him. She doesn't bite her tongue, and I like this old lady for that. She's getting a little following with the young people, and she's telling you to resist and not let what you see happening happen. Fight back. These senators have to listen to us. They work for us. And then finally, y'all, I wanted to talk about Melania Trump. She needs to realize that she is not the first lady. Donald Trump's daughter, Ivanka, y'all, she's the first lady. There is some type of weird little relationship going on between these three, meaning Donald Trump, Ivanka, and Melania. It's like Melania is just a pretty face, and he wants her in the background with his son Barron and his daughter Ivanka, because he's been able to groom and, you know, basically teach her how he wants a first lady to act. He feels more comfortable with with Ivanka being the female face of the White House. The shit is crazy to me, y'all. But the reason why I brought up Melania is because a lot of people were feeling sorry for her, saying that they believe that she's abused and that he is controlling and all of that. You know what? That very well may be. But like my grandmother used to tell me, the bitch chose her bed and now she's laying in it. I have no sympathy for her because she is a wealthy woman. If she didn't want what's going on, what's happening between her and Donald Trump to happen, then leave the motherfucker. I don't feel sorry for her. Also, she says some little racist things too. So to me, it seems like she's all on board with whatever it is that he's doing with her non-speaking ass. I can't understand a fucking word that bitch says. So maybe it is best that Ivanka, Donald Trump's daughter, handle things at the White House, because I can't understand, like I said, a fucking thing this non-talking hoe says. And with that, y'all, that's pretty much everything that's going on so far. I cannot believe he accused President Obama of tapping the fucking Trump Tower. This man is a paranoid asshole. And I still cannot believe we're only about, what, 40, 45 days in, and all of this confusion is happening in this short time. Child, if this is any indication to what we are in store for the next 4 years, you know how Betty Davis said, fasten your seatbelts, it's going to be a bumpy ride? Y'all, this shit going to be off the rails bumpy. And that's if he makes it the 4 years. Because I'm with a lot of people. I believe that things are going to get so bad, so much is going to come out, that he's going to be impeached. I truly believe it. I don't think he's going to make the 4 years because these reporters are digging their asses off. The FBI is digging their asses off. These intelligence groups are doing the same things. The CIA, all of them, they're doing the same thing. And eventually, they're going to figure out what all these ties to Russia are about. I just hope that in the meantime, he hasn't had a chance to destroy this country like it seems that he's trying to do, like it seems that he's allowing Putin to do. Putin hates the United States. He's jealous of us. He's envious of us. And to me, and from what I'm watching on television, his goal is to shake the foundation of our country. And he's being very successful in doing it. I have been watching Rachel Maddow this last couple of weeks, and Rachel Maddow is a reporter that is slowly piecing together what is happening. And if you watch her for no other reason and you want to understand exactly what all these connections that Donald Trump's administration has with Russia, you need to watch her. At first, when she first started doing, her little segments on those ties to Russia, I was like, ho hum, what is she talking about now? But as you watch it, shit is falling into place. And she explains it in a way that even the most uninterested person in politics would understand. And you know how Donald Trump's administration keeps saying there's nothing there, y'all? Not only is there something there, but what's there is scary. So if you need to understand or you're trying to understand exactly what's going on, watch Rachel Maddow. Surprisingly, my son is the one who started telling me about these little segments that she's doing on her show on MSNBC. And it is like I said, she is really putting a spotlight on everything that's going on. And I'm surprised that the Trump administration has not noticed her because when you get finished watching one of her shows, one of these shows that she's had in the last couple weeks, you come away saying, "Oh shit, we in trouble," because it's a lot of stuff going on. And if this little reporter, Rachel Maddow, can uncover as much as she's uncovered so far, just imagine what the FBI and the CIA and all of those intelligence agencies are doing behind the scenes. Because she's one little reporter on a TV station with a little staff and, investigative journalists that are just digging and uncovering things. But just imagine what the CIA, the FBI, and the intelligence agencies have to dig. If she's found out this much so far, just imagine what they found out. And with that, y'all, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully, these are videos that I can do every once in a while to keep us up to date on, what's going on with Donald Trump. A lot of this stuff is very hard to understand, and some of it, when you start to understand what's going on, it does make you afraid. But I just feel that we need to pay attention to it, even if just for a minute, so we can kind of understand what's going on. And that's why I label these videos with Black Girl Magic, because a lot of times when you're watching television and they are going on and on and on about this stuff, half the times we don't understand what they're talking about. And that's why I watch Rachel Maddow, because she breaks it down where even someone that is, I'm not going to call myself simple minded, but who is not up on politics as much as they are, even we can understand. So what I do is I listen and watch all these shows, and then I put a Black Girl Magic spin on it, where we as just people of color can understand what the fuck is going on, because a lot is going on out there, y'all. So until the next video about Trump, hope you guys have a great afternoon, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.